your inverters weren't turned on.
Was that the power company supposed to do that?
No,
Oh.
because it's your equipment, not theirs.
Ah, okay.
So when the inverter is on, see how it's the knob on the side?
Yes.
And you don't want to keep that there. You want to save that.
Okay.
That's really important. This is if there's a house, if the house is burning down and the firefighters need to intrude through the roof, they hit that. And then it says safe, which means your system is... So if this ever says green safe,
Yeah.
it means you need to reset it.
Okay.
Okay, what we got?
And that one's on too? Or how does that work?
What do you mean?
Oh, they both go together. Oh, that's just the one switch.
Yeah, so both...
Yeah.
both
You don't have to turn this one on and this one.
no, you do.
Oh.
Both of them have a
Oh.
switch on the side.
Okay, it's on the side. Okay.
So, right now, how you turn it on is by knocking on the body like that. So right now they're booting up.
Oh, okay.
This green light means that there's power coming down through this inverter. So it'll actually pulse. See how it's pulsing?
Yeah.
The blue light means it's connected to the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So you can see here that, let's see here, update status successful. Okay, it's still booting. When you knock on it, you can turn on the screen. It's supposed to advance the screen. Yeah, see how it's
Okay.
advancing the screen in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the main screen. So P means the actual power that's coming through this inverter in real time. So right now, the 720 watts coming through the inverter. The E total is the lifetime total. So lifetime total of this system is it's generated 200 watts. So if you look at my system, for instance, it says 5,000 kilowatts on each of my boxes. So my system's done 10 megawatts. You know, kilo, mega.
Sure.
So if you're ever wondering, hey, is my system working? You can actually come out and look at it. If the green light's pulsing, it's working. If this light is not on, it just means it's not uploading the data to the internet.
So it'll always pulse, or will it just stop and stay solid green? Does it do that?
Well, the only time this goes dark is nighttime.
Okay.
So as long as there's power coming through the system, it'll pulse
just
green.
pulse. Okay.
And you'll see if you come out here at noon, it'll pulse faster.
Okay.
So that kind of tells you, like, you have a string that's like southeast and southwest.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the string that's southeast is going through this inverter. I can tell because there's a little more power coming through here right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. So this inverter is probably more of the back west-facing panels because it's 730 watts. You look over here, 2,341 watts. So this is definitely the side, includes the side panels. So this inverter will pull, more power will flow through here before noon, more power will flow through here after noon.
Okay. And that's it, huh?
That's it.
And I know that app, it'll show in the app, it shows online, it's all the same, because I have the app too.
Yeah, so the app, this is you. It'll take a couple minutes to update. That must have been the day they tested it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is your system. Plant properties, winter, all your data. So, did you get the login from Renee?
For the online website thing? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Okay. And
Your roof is now creating power.
so whatever we do electricity-wise, it's just working through solar, yeah, right? Kind of during the day?
Well,
Is
I
that-
mean,
is that-
give you an example. Like right now. Come on, turn on. Oh, there you go. Okay, so right now, your total system is producing 2,400 plus 700, so maybe 3,000 watts. Now, if your AC goes on, that's a spike at 10,000 watts.
Okay.
So temporarily, that'll pull from Duke. But then when it settles down into a more, phase, it really depends. This shows you the production. It doesn't show you consumption, so I have no idea what consumption is.
Gotcha.
But when you get your first Duke bill, you can actually see on the Duke bill how many kilowatts you pulled from Duke and versus how many you pushed back. So if you combine the production numbers on this and how many kilowatts you pulled from Duke, you'll know your total.
That's cool.
Like in the summertime, actually, I was pulling 66 kilowatts a day, and my system was producing about 50. Now, what's going to... Oh, another thing. Since this is being turned on in really, beginning of February, most systems that have been up, say, since January 1, they've accrued a credit because the AC wasn't on and they've generated more than they need. So that credit builds and builds until the summertime, then you use it up. So you may not see the full effectiveness of the system until you have it for 365 days.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, cool. And then there's no other maintenance, nothing with the roof stuff, and I mean, you just leave everything set and that's it.
No, I mean these SMA inverters last decades.
That's awesome.
And if you have one that goes bad, you typically know because we rarely have had an inverter go bad, but it normally goes bad in the first 6 months. If there's a manufacturing error, and same thing with the panels.
Gotcha.
And you'll know right away because you'll see the production go down. So what you want to do is you kind of want to benchmark it. Like, your system is supposed to generate, I'll tell you. I mean, it's on the sales invoice. I just forget how big a system is this, AKW? I'll tell you in a minute. It becomes a blur for me after
Sure.
I have so many systems we put in.
Yeah, try to keep track of all that, huh?
Yeah. So I have one here. Oh, okay. This is a big system. Oops. I don't want to look at the 11 kW. So this is a system that should do over 50 kilowatts a day on average. Oh, another thing too. The average is going to be higher in the summer. I want to show you yearly numbers. Let me find a system that's been up on a roof forever. Here you go. Here's a system in Lutz. So if you look at the yearly numbers, see that's here. Let me brighten this up. Okay, so a lot of times people are like, "Oh, my system's underperforming in January or February." Well, it's because the days are shorter. So if you look at, like, for instance, this is last year's 2018. If you look at March and April, we had a very dry, very sunny March and April. And then we had a rainy summer. So the rain comes into effect, the precipitation, if we just have cloudy, rainy weather like we did in the summer. And then it's funny because you look at August, and August did really well. And then you can see as we move towards winter, it went down again.
Right.
So your system is designed to be like an average of these 12 months.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, they vary widely. I mean, look at that. That was 1.8 megawatts. The month before is on 1.3.
Gotcha.
So,
that's cool.
yeah.
Good info. All right.
So there you go. Now I have to go see the Kesters because they're finally getting their system in down here.
Awesome.
But he has an issue with the. He doesn't want to put. He doesn't want to put the inverters. I have to figure out where to put his inverters. Yeah, you're good. And all you got to do to light it up is just knock on it.
Yep, you got it.
And it lights up. All right.
Ben, thanks so much for everything.
That was
we
easy,
look
right?
forward to it. Yeah, it was easy. I just know when the tech was out here, I like the guy. He's so smart, but he was just like way over my head. He kept talking about all these numbers, and he just kept talking numbers and stuff. I'm like, and it was raining and stuff. I'm like, I'm not getting it. So
No, actually, it's good though because I actually do this all the time. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Well,
It's like it's good
Thanks
seeing.
again.
And if you lead us to a neighbor, if you give me a neighbor's name and number, and they get a system, I give you $250.
you got it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm going over to make sure that I know this top one right here needs to be on for the whole system to work. That's the solar.